So you think if there's a player sitting in the final game and he gets a playing incentive if he plays all 17 or 16 regular season games, you don't think there's a $100,000 bonus in that if you play all the games? Every player's got incentives. See, people think that guys just get salaries and that's it, and there's not player incentives in these deals if you play 80 or 90% of the plays. And by the time you get down to the back end of the season, all those games matter towards your incentives. Playing time. If you play 17 games, if your team finishes in the top 20 offensively, if you finish in the top 10 in rushing, if you finish in the top 10 in passing, old linemen get benefits and they get all kinds of incentives on that. Oh, Jesus, criminy. Read a book, dude. You kidding me? Every game matters at the end, especially when you suck like you did that year 4-11-1. Yeah. So you mean there's a connection from the NovaCare Center into my show? So you guys shut it off? Come on, Bob. Bob Lang, how dare you shut my damn show off like that? Because you didn't like what I was saying yesterday about your boy. Yeah. Listen, I like Jalen Hurts. I think he's a good player. Don't think I don't. Jamie's a good player. Hang on, listen, we're back, okay? The thing's back up and running. Let me go. I'll talk to you after the show. Goodbye. Holy cow. Hey, Howie, you got me. Oh, man. Holy cow. I'm a fan of Jalen Hurts. Okay? I'm a fan. Get that through your heads. You're damn right I'm going to call Morgan & Morgan, man. Somebody's messing around with the show. Listen, did I say Jamie? I'm sorry, Jalen. I forget the guy's name sometimes. You know, it's CTE and all. Holy cow. Very, very disappointed. I was in the middle of a good knee dive into Miles Sanders. And how Howie, I think it's because Howie doesn't like the way I analyze his team. Because it's always done with a checkbook. It's not going to let, hey, Miles, this just in. I know you watch the show. You ain't getting 1,000 yards, bro. He ain't going to let you. He'll sit you at the end of the year before he pays you an incentive of 1,000 yards. He's not going to pay you $250,000 if you get 1,000 yards because you ran for 58 yards a game. He'll never do that. He'd rather go out and give it to someone else, like Gainwell or Boston. Did I say Jalen Hurts? God, I'm so sorry. Hey, by the way, there will never be any kind of bad tongue towards Merrill Reese. Okay, Jordan Dean, we get it. Okay, so be kind because there is no blasphemy versus Merrill Reese here on this program. I told you, Big Silz corrects stiffs, not legends. Going to be those shows, folks. It's going to be one of those shows? What's that mean, Bob? Jamie might have a better arm. Outstanding take. Outstanding take. Miles Sanders getting 1,000 yards. Is he capable? Yeah, I agree with Merrill said yesterday. I do think he's capable. Okay? Where's your history to support that, Loyal says? Okay. Flash for Loyal. Loyal just goes like this. Where's your history to support that? That Howie won't let him get 1,000. How about I say 2 words to you, Loyal? How about Nate Sudfeld? Okay? How about Nate Sudfeld? You sit star players for a stiff. Okay? And you wanted to tank the final game of the season so you could have a better draft position and you can undermine the coach even more and not have to pay incentives to certain players who are probably right around their number. I gotcha. Dude, you threw a game once, you'll do it again. Gannon is gone after this season. Hey, are we talking Rich Gannon? Or the only Gannon I've ever known is like Rich Gannon. This guy, Jonathan Gannon, I don't know. I was worried about two words. Thought we were about to hear Dykstra language. Big Silz loves yelling. Hey, we raise his blood pressure. Kyle, I think that's the Italian in me, though, Kyle. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Jeremiah, I can't do a show without doing that. Matt Nagy. I'm sorry, man. I got it. 35 days until preseason. Alex, what do you care? Your guys ain't playing. That was nothing to do with cash? Really? So you think if there's a player sitting in the final game and he gets a playing incentive if he plays all 17 or 16 regular season games, you don't think there's a $100,000 bonus in that if you play all the games? Every player's got incentives. See, people think that guys just get salaries and that's it, and there's not player incentives in these deals if you play 80 or 90% of the plays. And by the time you get down to the back end of the season, all those games matter towards your incentives, playing time. If you play 17 games, if your team finishes in the top 20 offensively, if you finish in the top 10 in rushing, if you finish in the top 10 in passing, old linemen get benefits and they get all kinds of incentives on that. Oh, Jesus, criminy. Read a book, dude. You kidding me? Every game matters at the end, especially when you suck like you did that year 4-11-1. Nate Sudfeld. Is he still in the league? Or is he working at the airport in Philly? I have the opposite view. Okay, Big Silz. Was that you in the Giants gear that got in and shouting match with Nick Sirianni? Nah, man, I don't wear Giant gear. Only my uncle's legendary Hall of Fame jersey would I wear. Preseason matters to us, yeah, but not the Eagles. I actually like Sudfeld. Yeah, me too, man. He looked pretty good holding that cup of ice on the sidelines. Looked good, man. Hurts was smarter and already benched. Wentz dumbass. Hurts was the starter, and they already benched Wentz. They benched Hurts, too, dude. Criminy. Hello? McFly. They benched Hurts, too. McFly. No, I actually like Sudfeld. Yeah, man. I mean, I think did he go to Stanford? Think he's a smart kid. All right. Oh, man, do I love people. Sudfeld's in San Fran. You could thank Sudfeld for Devontae Smith. Okay. Nate Sudfeld couldn't start at the XFL or USFL. They drafted. Hey, I love Charles right there. Look at that. They benched him for draft picks. Yeah, man. They benched him for draft picks. That's great. Thanks, Nate. I got 900 yards out of the receiver last year. Thanks, Nate. Drafted a wide receiver. Congratulations to you. The football gods are watching. That's what happened. The football gods were like this. Silz, don't you know you have to always give credit for intangibles like he's friendly, pats on the back, knows how to give an interview, competitive, first in, last out? Don't you know? Hey, Birdman. Tanking games so I can have Howie look good in the draft is not professional football. Okay? You put your guys on the field to win games. And when you undermine them, it means that you'll undermine them again. Okay? That's my problem. It wasn't so much that he did that one time. It put a message in every single player's mind that he's capable of doing that again at any time if he sees the season going to shit. That's not, quite frankly, okay, something you want your general manager being involved in on game day. Your GM is involved in your playing time on game day? What kind of organization is that? I don't want my GM telling my head coach, don't play him because he's coming up on an incentive. You know where I saw that too? I saw that play out one time in Tampa with John Gruden and Jeff Garcia. Jeff Garcia, if he played the last game, was going to get $1 million bonus. The Glazers pulled him. They came up with some bullshit. Well, we got the playoffs coming around the corner. Hey, you can have the playoff game. Give me the $1 million. That's right, Keith. You when you tank games like that, you're the Browns. How he controls the roster. Okay. 2022 can't get here any quicker. Big Silz ranked the Birds 1 out of 32 teams. 9th. Maybe 9th. 9th or 9, 10, or 11. Somewhere in there. 9, 10, or 11. Why win a meaningless... Here's Chris. Why win a meaningless last game when you can move up in the draft? Because it's about setting a culture in your room. That winning is a priority and the only priority. Not some dude drafting a guy that you have no idea who's going to be in that position when you're there on draft day. You had no idea Devontae Smith was going to be there. How would you possibly know that? How would you possibly know that Devontae Smith was going to be at that position on the last day of the game? How did you know that? You don't. You have no idea. Guys hadn't even declared that they were going to be eligible for the draft. You had no clue. Well, thank you. We got Devontae. You found that out on draft day. How did you know he would be there? You did it. You're making that up. Then again, most people make that up. I still like the move to quit on games. Here's Chris. I still like the move on laying an egg and making sure that I throw a game. I like that. Okay. Well, I don't. We got Devontae Smith and the Giants got Tony. You would never have known that. How did you know that? The draft played itself out on draft day. It doesn't play itself out in December. You had no idea that was going to be like that. Okay? You're making stuff up. How we could see the future. Okay, Birdman, that's a good take. Hurts gets $35 million. That's $60 million for a quarterback and wide receiver. Oh, my God almighty. Hey, because of the interruption, Xander, we're not going to break here. We'll break like at 45 or whatever here. I got another topic here I want to throw off you guys. Okay, you ready? Nate Sudfeld. Go get him, Loyal. That's your boy. Hey, because Doug wanted to see what they had. You think he was sold after the game, yay or nay? Oh, that's right. He didn't get a chance to really give a good grade because he got canned. Howie vision. Okay. So Howie rubbed his lamp and went, man, we're going to have Devontae Smith. So he knew in December, like this. Ooh, draft gods. Ooh, we're going to get Devontae. Yeah. Okay. Oh, watch out, gang. Well, it had zero to do with Nate. I don't think it's a big deal either throwing games. All right. Here's the one for you. Buckle up, boys. Boy, Doug Peterson's working miracles right now in Jacksonville. He is working miracles. Peter, appreciate you coming aboard. Please, guys, hit the like button. Hey, he's working miracles with Trevor Lawrence. Holy cow, man. You see Trevor Lawrence, what he said? We're building something very special here in Jacksonville. It is an absolute privilege to show up to the building and see Doug Peterson holding the door for me when he walks in, and we both sit down and we talk about the vision of what we want here in a championship mentality football team. Man, way to go, Doug. That is wildly great to hear a quarterback going like this. Doug Peterson is everything you want in a coach. Doug Peterson is making me a better player. Doug Peterson, and you notice one thing? Doug hasn't said anything about Trevor. It's the quarterback saying it. You got that same stuff going on in Las Vegas with Derek Carr. Derek Carr's like this about Josh McDaniels. Dude, this guy's a guru. He's a genius. I mean, John Gruden is great, but this guy, Josh McDaniels, is unbelievable. You never want your coach. Jalen's putting the ball in. There's just a different spin on it. There's just something different about the way he's running around out there in those helmets and shorts. You got the quarterbacks themselves in these other places talking about their head coach. Derek Carr's like this about Josh McDaniels. This is really unbelievable. The plays that he has, the understanding that he has for offense, how he puts quarterbacks in positions, all things matter, is remarkable. Yeah, man. You so want to hear that. You so want to hear that. Don't want to hear my quarterback, just sitting back and not saying that. He's picking things up from his new coach. See, in other places that you got to sell the player, you're hearing the coach go, there's a different spin on the ball. Hey, it looks a lot better. We got a long way to go, but it looks a lot better. Jags will stink again. I got a question for you here. Okay? Sirianni with Jalen. Doug Peterson with Trevor Lawrence. Who turns their guy into a superstar quarterback in the NFL? Does Sirianni turn Jalen into what's that guy, Sarah Jessica Parks guy? What's his name? $45 million? Does Sirianni turn Jalen into a $40 million quarterback? Or does Doug Peterson turn Trevor Lawrence into a superstar? Neither. Got to go Doug. Neither. Lawrence all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. Child of the corn. Taylor is a fraud. Hey, who does a better job with their guy? Who turns their guy into a star? I know who Xander's going for. Yeah, $45 million quarterback back there for Philly, man. Man. Then you got Trevor Lawrence. My money's on Trevor Lawrence. All day, all week, all month, all year. Trevor doesn't have the support. Hurts. But he ain't near the talent. Of Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence can actually throw the ball. You'll eat those words after this season. Oh, Alexander, I sure hope so. Okay? Who do you think improves his quarterback? Sirianni or Doug? Lawrence is by far a better passer than Jalen. Not close. And actually, too, want to know this? Lawrence can actually run, too. He did a lot of it at Clemson. Hurts getting $45 million, the biggest heist in Philly. No. Chris, the biggest heist is going to go on in a couple weeks with James Harden. Jesse James, I told you, when he robbed the bank, he used a gun. James Harden is using a Big Mac in Daryl Morey's office. Okay? He's gonna buy Happy Meals for Daryl Morey and that short 3-year deal that he's gonna sign with Philly. That'll be the biggest hijacking in Philly sports history. Okay, he's not gonna take the $47 million, but he ain't taking. Everyone's like, well, he's taking less, so he's gonna get kudos and slaps on the back. Well, how much do you think he's taking less? 10? So he signs a $37 million deal. Okay, for 3 years per. Big Mac Harden. Oh, man. Happy Meal Harden. Oh. Even Barrett, I love you to death, man. You hear him going, well, he ain't that bad. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He ain't the same guy who was in Houston. He's a fat body. You're going to give that guy $37 million a year? Woo! It's Jalen's time to improve. Okay? I'm keeping receipts for all of this. Go right ahead. I've been keeping receipts since Alabama. I've been keeping receipts since Alabama. Has he gotten better since Alabama? Watch this. Let me see something here. Xander. I hate Xander, watch this. How much has Josh Allen gotten better since Wyoming? A lot. Substantially. Tell me. Millie goes, why do you always yell? Just in case you can't hear me, because some people only hear half of the shit I say. That's why. Josh Allen. A lot. Has Joe Burrow improved since LSU? Like, a lot? Has Kyler Murray improved since Oklahoma? Yeah, a lot. Has Sam Darnold improved since USC? He's actually gotten worse. Has Justin Fields improved? A little too soon, but as of now, he's gotten worse. Big Chris goes, has Lawrence improved? Yeah. You know why? Because he got finally an NFL coach instead of a freak show coach. Right here, baby. We're going to do a dance called the grind. My team flew back, and so I'm staying behind. I'm Urban Meyer, man. I'm a rock star coach. Has Tua improved? Yeah. I wouldn't say a ton. Yeah. Has Jalen improved since Alabama? Yeah. Probably as much as Tua. Probably as much as Tua. Tua actually beat some winning teams, though. Fields is not worse than Jalen. Stop that. I think Justin Fields sucks out loud. But we'll see. The OSU Silz watch. Our OSU own. Yeah, hey, child. One day produce a quarterback that's worth the shit in the NFL. That might help. Hey, but wait a minute now. I asked the question. So do you think Sirianni turns Jalen into a $40 million a year quarterback? Or do you think Doug turns Trevor Lawrence into a star quarterback? Who's your money on? No, Seth. I do not think that Justin Fields is better than Jalen Hurts. Absolutely not. No, I do not. No, I do not. As a matter of fact, I don't think it's close. Dank. What were you watching last year? Sirianni, baby. Lance or Hurts? Lance played one game, 2 games. I don't know. Little behind. Miles is at 5.5 a carry, second in the NFL in running backs. His only issue is that he can't stay healthy. Well, he needs to be. Hey, that 5.5 will get him a job somewhere else. It won't get him a job in Philly. Alexander, Lawrence will bum out again until the Jags build. I think they're building with Doug now, man. I think Doug Peterson might have that football team floating around 500 this year in a very competitive AFC. I think Trevor Lawrence is probably going to have the biggest increase as a player this year than any quarterback in the league. I'll put that prophecy out there for you. I think Trevor Lawrence, because he now has a coach that buys in, believes, and was a former quarterback himself in the league. I think Doug Peterson is going to whip Trevor Lawrence into being, Xander, should I do it to him? Xander, should I do it? Should I do it? Okay. Hold on here. Hold on. Shut up, Xander. Are you ready? Do you think the Jags beat the Eagles in week 4 at the Link? That was the question asked to me. Quarterback's better. The running back's better. The coach is better. Das goes, better not. Coach is by far better. Jags in OT. Oh, my God. Hold on here. I'm going to show you something here. You see this Cohiba? The Birdman goes, if they lose to the Jags, we riot. Hang on. I don't want to incite anything here. Or I'll be on the panel at the January 6th hearings. So I don't want anything to do with that, okay? But you see this Cohiba? This is the Doug Peterson Cohiba. Okay? Here's the Cohiba. By the way, let me see this. This right here is going to be smoked. Okay? It's going to be smoked with an incredible moment this year on the Eagles schedule. You'll note this Cohiba. See this Cohiba here? Got it in glass even. This right here, my friends, this thing was a big nickel too. And I've had it for a couple years here. See this? We put this back in there. See this right here? This goes right back in here. By the way, this at any cigar store goes for about $100. In Philadelphia, it's worth $50. See this right here? It goes like this right here. Careful, careful. Can't close it too much. That's the Dougie P cigar. See here, Eagles 34-17. Week 7. That's the buy, baby. That's one you smoke with someone else. In week 7, it'll be smoked. Trading places love it. Jeff, thank you, my friend. Way to get the reference, man. This is Horacio Co. Simultaneously tells time in London, Montreal, and Stade. I love that movie, man. I do. It's kind of a dark one, too, because he does put the gun to his head. The Frank Reich cigar. Man, look at that. Just look at that, dog. Dougie Peterson. All right, I got to take a time out here. This is okay. This is a scheduled time out here. Guys, please hit the like button here. Don't forget my friends at Morgan & Morgan, where the fee is free. If you are hurt or injured on the job, finding that attorney is one of the most important things you and your family can do. Getting fair compensation for your family. Look, being hurt or injured on the job totally sucks, but you'll need an attorney firm that'll do battle for you, and that is Morgan & Morgan. This is what they've done for 30 years, collecting over $13.5 billion worth of compensation for their clients. There's no such thing as a fender bender at Morgan & Morgan. They go to work with their over 800 attorneys and offices in Philly, New York, and in Florida to make sure you and your family get the fair compensation. Do me a favor. Call them at 800-512-1600. That's 800-512-1600. 24/7, 7 days a week. The call is free. The consultation's free. 800-512-1600. And when you call Morgan & Morgan, do me a favor. Tell them Big Silz sent you.
When choosing a lawyer for your injury case, you may ask, does the size of the law firm matter? Well, of course it does. The insurance company, they're huge with unlimited resources. And whether your case is big or small, they're built to bully you out of the money you're owed. But here's the good news. When choosing a lawyer for your injury case, you may ask, does the size of the law firm matter? Well, of course it does. The insurance company, they're huge with unlimited resources. And whether your case is big or small, they're built to bully you out of the money you're owed. But here's the good news. We're big too, the biggest actually. And we're built to fight to make them pay for all that was taken from you. Size is our strength. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.